If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. F.U.I.M.E, you probably thinking, what is that? It's the movement, it's the motto, it's the answer to these critics when they hating. Welcome to another quick movie review. I just watched The Woman in the Window. That's what my grandma would say. She won't say window, she would say window. Alright, The Woman in the Window. Alright, this movie came out 2021. It's on Netflix as I speak, right? My girl actually pointed this movie out. I ain't never heard of it, whatever. But I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh, interesting. This could, okay, where we going with this shit? Alright, so first of all, what is this movie about? Alright, The Woman in the Window is about this woman. Alright, she's what do you call it? Agoraphobic. She has agoraphobia. I can't say this shit, but basically she's afraid to go outside, or she won't go outside no matter what, because apparently she experienced some sort of trauma earlier in her life. Something happened where she's agoraphobe or some shit. And so she's living in this apartment by herself, right? And she talks to her husband and her daughter, but they're not there. But she talks to them because she's agoraphobe, so she got to stay, in her own apartment and do her own thing and shit, right? So as she's doing this, I think she's the landlord of her building. I'm not sure, right? But anyway, she's nosy as fuck. So she always like looking around and shit, right? So she gets new neighbors across the street. You know what I'm saying? Across the street. So she nosy as shit. And she looks and sees this family move in and everything. So these people who just move in across the street, for whatever reason, they come across the street to introduce themselves. There's a husband, a wife, and a son, right? So they introduce themselves individually to the lady with the agoraphobe, right, who don't leave. So each one of them kind of weird in their own way because they come over individually. So the lady's like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I met my new neighbors. It's all good. Blah, blah, blah. Everything is all good until one day, the lady looks across the street, being nosy as shit, and she sees a lady get murdered in the apartment. She sees it with her own eyes, right? So once she sees it, she confronts, she gets the cops, everything. She like, yo, motherfucking, I just saw a murder across the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, this lady got killed. The lady who she said got killed, the cops is like, ma'am, that lady's not dead. She's right here. So the lady thought was murdered, she wasn't murdered. She wasn't murdered. Or was she? I don't know. Well, I do know. But anyway, so that's what this movie's about. So it's the whole thing is like, was this lady really murdered, or am I just tripping? Am I crazy as shit? That's what the movie's about. So guys, I gotta be honest with you. Gotta keep it real. This movie kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? The movie kind of dope. Why? Because it has a lot of different little twists in there that a lot of people won't see. You won't see it coming. It was different. I mean, I've seen movies about like women being stuck in their apartments with the agoraphobia shit, but like it was different. Like they switched it up a little bit. It kept you kind of guessing. I really liked it. I liked the overall story. I liked the cast was dope. Like I said, it kept you guessing, which I really like. So with all that being said, I'm going to give The Woman in the Window a 4 out of 5. Right? I can't give it a 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4 because, and I was actually tired of shit when I was watching the movie. I actually dozed off for about 6.5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, but it was good. Like when I came back to it, I'm like, oh shit. Right? Came back to it. So guys, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly suggest you do. Keep in mind it's categorized as a drama, suspense, crime movie. Alright, so it's not like a horror movie or nothing like that, because the title could be misleading, like The Woman in the Window, right? But it's a crime thriller type movie. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out on Netflix. And if you have seen it, you already know. Comment below and let me know what you think.